Alright, so. Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's gonna be an awkward, like, 10-second video on the channel. Like, the start of that other stream. One second. There we go. start. No. No. Ah, the up button's stuck. No! I'm trying. There we go. Yeah, no. Yeah, spend 2 hours just trying to set a clock to the wrong time. Yeah, when Brad said one of the controllers was like bad and he got stuck, I'm pretty sure it's the one that I've been using. Man, I'm really hitting all the wrong buttons this time. Let's see. Thanks, Dad. Let's see if these 50 will have a shiny in it somewhere. I don't know why, but like this time, like this stream, I'm actually kind of feeling a bit confident about getting it, even though we're still only gonna get to like maybe, I don't know, like 1200. I guess not even that, because I'm still only going to go to 10. So we probably get to about 1,000. He comes soon? I hope so. I'm still just really worried I'm gonna like get it and then just hit soft reset. Like at least then I could come back and still get it eventually, but like I feel like I'm just gonna be talking about something and just hit soft reset and then notice like a red tail as the screen turns black, and I'll just be like, oh no. Hi there, Shadow Lucario. Welcome to the stream. I don't know. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like it's gonna happen this stream, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't know why I feel like that, because the odds are like 1 in 8,000. But I'm hoping. I'm really hoping I get it. But yeah, but just something just feels like I'm gonna get it this stream. You give me the luck of the Mega Shadow Lucario. Thank you. Now I will definitely get it this stream. Yeah, with 1 in 8,000 odds. And the most broken RNG ever in Pokemon. Lorenzo Shinies? Yeah, it is possible to get it in this game. The only difference is it's not as random as it is in other games. Like, other games, you know, every time you reset, it's the same. It just keeps going with, like, it generates random numbers, and they, like, check with the values on the Pokemon and your trainer ID to see if you have a shiny. And in most games, that number just starts off, like, random, or it picks up where it left off in the last time you saved. Emerald's weird in that every time you, like, restart the game or soft reset, the number sets, like, restarts. So, it's possible, but you have to have a certain, like, a lucky trainer ID on top of just having lucky timing. So, that's why you'll see during the stream, like, every 50, like, so, like, when I get to 800, I'll reset, like, my complete game. Like, I'll redo it, re-enter my name and all that, so I get a new trainer ID. Everybody place your bets like last stream? Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna say 936. Don't know why. That's what I'm going with, though. So yeah, it is possible to shiny hunt in this game, and once you know, like, that you have a lucky trainer ID, you know, so once I get something here, it actually makes, like, shiny hunting for legendaries and stuff easier. Assuming, like, it doesn't count through the cutscene or anything. 847. Alright. 9999. Okay. Maybe it'll be 777. Gaming Storm? No, I'm actually playing on a GameCube. There's the Game Boy player, and I can load a cartridge into that. And it acts just like a normal Game Boy. So it is a legitimate cartridge of Emerald, because I'm hoping that I'll be able to, like, trade it up and put it in my copy of Sun. $1,274. That's a good ways off. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's where I normally play on my Game Boy, but you know, it's nearly impossible to capture from one of those unless you just, like, held a camera up to the screen. So I'm actually borrowing my friend's GameCube to do this. Do I mind if you're my 20th sub? No, go for it, man. Thanks for the sub. Oh, you subscribed and left a like. Thank you. I want to get something going so those kind of things pop up on the stream, but I'm going to have to look into that more. Because right now I'm just like... I figured out how to set up OBS and a capture card, and that's about as far as I've gotten. You liked what you've already subscribed. Alright. Thank you. So if I were to get the Treecko today, like, more than like 30 minutes out from when I intended to end the stream, I have a copy of Leaf Green that I can hunt for a starter into. I think last week, last stream, I mean, a couple people were interested in Charmander. Any other votes on that today, in case we get it? Bulbasaur, don't know if I spelled it right. It looks right to me. Yeah, it'll probably either be Charmander or Bulbasaur, because, like, I've only ever actually played Fire Red with a Squirtle, so shake it up a bit when I play through it again. And playing and hunting in that will be a little bit different too, just because it doesn't have the broken RNG Emerald does. Alright, so 790, so 10 more here before I reset the game again, fully. Tanuki-senpai, welcome back! Oh, so Gaming Storm. If you're playing Sapphire, have you had to, like, replace the battery in your cartridge? Because I had to do it in mine, and, like, it is the sketchiest thing right now. Like, it's just kind of sitting in there, pressure fit into the case. Yeah, that was when all the tutorials are like, yeah, you just go to this store. They'll like weld the battery and some new soldering tabs, and then the guy at the store just flat out said no. So sometimes electrical tape and brute force solves problems. But hey, the battery, it works. I haven't had any errors since, so I'm just going to leave it as is and hope I never have to touch it again. Alright, so we're getting pretty close here to 800. Once we get there, switch up the RNG again. Hopefully my up button doesn't get stuck on the D-pad again, so I can actually set the clock. Frank Fernando, welcome. Alright, last one before I start a new game and mix it RNG again. Alright, number 800 was not shiny, so we're going to go ahead and start a new game here. Matthew Milburn, who's your favorite starter of all time? You know, no, dang it, I started the... Alright, we're just going to do another encounter here. I'm going to have to go with Rowlet, because Sun and Moon are like when I got back into the games, and Rowlet was just adorable, and as soon as I saw a picture of it, I knew I was going to choose it as my starter. Second favorite would have to be Treecko here. It was Gen 3 was like my first set of games, and Treecko was the starter that I picked for that, so. Alright, we're going to try to get through this as fast as possible without typos. Alright. Spelled it correctly this time. So one thing I've always wondered, like, ever since I played these games for the first time, is why did I arrive at, like, a house in the back of a moving truck with the stuff? I feel like there are many other options to put your 10-year-old as to where to put your 10-year-old child when moving, but in the back with boxes sounds good. Alright, didn't get stuck going up and down the stairs that time. Mini Boss, welcome to the stream. Before a few days ago, I didn't even, like, know that walking back down the stairs would trigger May to show up. Like, I always thought you had to go and, like, try to pick up the Pokeball on the floor. Okay, D-pad stuck. Whoops. Alright. Let's see if I get the Treecko this time. I'm hoping I get it. I have a feel. I don't know why, but I have a feeling I'm gonna get it this stream. Make sure I save, so soft resetting. So soft resetting actually keeps this new profile. Would you be willing to say 802? Maybe? Let's hope. Nope. Oh well. Best girl in Pokemon games. I'd have to say Lily or May. Lily just because, like, her character in Sun and Moon, and that whole story was great. And then May, because, like, same thing. Gen 3 is, like, my first games, and then Alpha Sapphire is what really got me back into Pokemon, so May holds a special place for that. Brock is best girl? Yeah, 100% agree. I take back everything I said. Matthew Milburn, are you playing this on an emulator? No, I'm actually playing this on a GameCube. I have the Game Boy Player set up on it, and then I have a capture card to get the video out from it. I'm using. I wanted to use a legitimate Emerald cartridge to do this, so that I could possibly transfer these Pokemon up to newer games. So I actually tracked a GameCube down from one of my friends and borrowed it from him so I could do this. Cool. Yeah, GameCube. Yeah, I never had one. I had like Xbox and all that stuff, but so I tried looking them up to like see if I could buy one, but they were just way too expensive for like purchasing just to do this. So I like asked like every one of my friends if I could borrow theirs. I finally found one that said yes. Feel I'll get it next try, Gaming Storm. We'll see. Unfortunately not. Alright, maybe we'll get it this time though. I have a feeling that if we're gonna get it tonight, it's gonna happen like, or really whenever it pops up, it's gonna be in like one of the first 10 after I reset the profile. Three hours? If you're talking about the stream length, it's only going to be 2 hours tonight. I tried starting at 7, but I ended up, like, restarting it again at 8, so I'm still only going to go until about 10 o'clock, so about another hour, 15 minutes, just because I have things I have to do after the stream, and I have to go to bed for work. Yeah, the odds of a shiny in this game are like exactly 1 in 8,196, I believe. Or 8,192, sorry. Sorry. A little bit tired today after work. Silence after 50, restart your game. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I reset it at 800 encounters, and I'm going to do it again here in about 7 encounters. Because yeah, that whole RNG thing, I have to do it that way. Lucas Vardo, welcome to the stream. There's 2 more here before I reset the game. Alright, this is the last one I'm going to do before I reset the game again, so... What if I press Mudkip or Torchic by mistake? I mean, Emerald's broken in such a way that it's not truly random when the shinies would appear, so theoretically, if I really wanted Treecko, I could reset the game again and just keep going for Treecko. But, honestly, if I got one of them, I'd keep it. Well, Mudkip is cooler because water and earth. That's actually the reason why I didn't choose it. Because then May would have Treecko, and it would have double super effective on me. But you kill Watson and others easily. It's just weak to grass. The problem is it's super weak to grass, and if you choose it, your rival has grass. Like, that's my only big thing with it, and the thing is, generally I've covered other areas by the time I get past the first gym, which is the only reason to choose water or grass. But yeah, having the ground type on it definitely is an advantage later in the game. It's just, by then I have a ground type Pokemon. What will you do after I find the shiny Treecko? In terms of immediately after, if I'm still going to keep streaming, like during whatever stream I get it, I have a copy of Leaf Green that I'm going to go for a starter in. But in the long term, I'm going to probably play through Emerald using this shiny, and being as I would know I have like a shiny frame, I'd probably go for something like some of the legendaries and whatnot using, because I know that like there's a good chance of getting a shiny with it. Someone on a previous stream was mentioning the Pomeg glitch, and I'm considering looking into that some more and possibly going after some fun hunts like Jirachi or something. But these are all things that will happen probably pretty far down the road, because I don't know how long this is going to take. I have I don't know why. I have a suspicion that we're probably going to get it this stream, but if we don't, this can go on for a while, so I'm not going to think too far ahead right now. Palmega Sobering. I hadn't heard of it until St. Pell mentioned it last stream, and I looked into it a little bit, like just looked on Bulbapedia real quick, and like, yeah, it's almost as broken as like when you think of inventory glitches in Gen 1. So I'm gonna really look into it because I'd be doing that on a save that has a shiny Treecko on it at that point, so I'm gonna make sure I don't somehow mess it up. I'm hoping to eventually get a 3DS capture card so then I can do stuff with X and Y or Sun and Moon. Because I've been shiny hunting in Sun since like as soon as I completed the Pokédex. Two Heart, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm using the Game Boy player for this because I could have done it with an emulator, but I really wanted to be able to transfer this Pokemon up legitimately to like Pokebank or just to Gen 7 or something. And a lot of that's because like I kind of want to go for like living shiny decks in Gen 6 just as like a massive ambition that would take well over a year probably. But you can't. The legendaries are shiny locked, so I have to get them here if I want them. One of the best overpriced investments we've ever made. Yeah, thankfully, this is actually like my friend's GameCube. Because I never had one, so I was like tracking them down with my friends, and I was like, does anyone have a GameCube? And one of my friends said, yeah, and I asked if he had the Game Boy player, and he had that too, so I basically borrowed that from him to do this. Because you know, I was looking online trying to find a GameCube and a Game Boy player, but to get one that still had the disc was ridiculously expensive for what I wanted for like doing something like this. This is, you know, like paying $100 to be able to play a game on this. Eh. Eric Knight, hi guys. Hey Eric, welcome to the stream. Should start a 3rd gen living dex on Ruby or Fire Red. Yeah, that'd be kind of awesome. That'd be kind of cool to go for. I want to do that, but I don't own any kind of copy of Ruby, and I'm missing my copies of Sapphire and Fire Red, so it's kind of like it'd be hard to do without finding someone who had like even a link cable or something. Yeah, $100 to $120 for like a Game Boy player that had the disc is just like, and then I also would have had to buy a GameCube myself on top of that. So finding one that I could just borrow for not cost of any, for like free, yeah, I'll just do that instead. Oh, should you start your 3rd gen decks on Ruby or Fire Red? I'll say Fire Red. Do I swear? I try not to on stream just because it's Pokemon and it's more of a like younger audience of the game, so I'd rather not. I'd like to keep my stream kind of aligned with that audience. If I like stream something like Grand Theft Auto one day or something, that'd probably be a different story. But when I'm playing Pokemon, I'd try to keep it kind of PG. You need Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and all 3 GameCube games for the Gen 3 lineage. I didn't even think about the GameCube games. Yeah, that'd be an issue. I do have a copy of Leaf Green, and I have a copy of Sapphire and Fire Red somewhere. I just can't find them. Welcome back, Shadow Lucaria. How long will you go to find a Treecko before taking a break or just giving up? A few hours or so? Well, actually, I'm only going to be streaming for about another hour tonight, but I'm going to keep going. I'll probably stream again Saturday, probably about the same time Saturday, maybe a little bit earlier. But I'm going to be going and continuously doing this until I get a shiny Treecko. Like, I've done so much shiny hunting that really this isn't that much time in comparison to other things I've done. You can't get all the Gen 2 mons in the main games. Okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. There's a glitch in Gen 2 to get Celebi? Yeah, I don't know. I think so, yeah. The original games were like, there was a glitch to do whatever you wanted. Involving eggs, yeah. Probably some, like, item underflow glitch, just like Gen 1. Yep, no shiny yet, unfortunately. I'm probably going to get to about 1,000 encounters tonight, which, in theory, is about an eighth of a way to, like, a guarantee, but it's really not a guarantee. I'll also need, like, 20 bucks for the Game Boy to GameCube cable. Yeah, like, the thing is, I'm not really going for, like, a Living Dex here in Gen 3. I'd go for it on something more like Generation 6, where, like, everything is kind of catchable there. It's just a matter of, like, certain things, unfortunately, being shiny locked, which kind of sucks. Which is a lot of the reason why doing this, so that I can just transfer it up through generations. We have Ruby, Sapphire, Leaf Green, Fire Red, Emerald, Coliseum, and Coliseum bonus disc, and that's just Gen 3. 15 Pokemon games, well, that's like a lot. I only have, the only ones that, like, most of the games I have are for the 3DS. I have all of Gen 6 except for X, and then I have Sun and Moon. And then I have Leaf Green, Emerald, and Platinum and Pearl as far as games that, like, I know where they are and I can go put my hands on them. And then I have Fire Red and Sapphire somewhere. Game Boy cable is just 8. You have every game in English or Japanese but the 3DS games. Wow. That's kind of insane. I think I might have something more like that, but I only recently really got back into Pokemon, so I only have a lot more of the modern stuff. Oh, and I completely forgot, I have a cartridge of Yellow, too. Oh, you have a completed Pokédex? Nice. I don't have the event carts that give those out. I don't know, if I get, like, near doing that kind of stuff, I'd look into it more, but right now, just getting things I can get legitimately on the cartridges is a big enough task. Wow, that's actually really cheap for the Japanese cartridges. My copy of Leaf Green is in Japanese, and it's like complete in box, but even that was kind of expensive. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess if you're gonna like, if you scour eBay and you're like smart enough to like flip them and everything, then they can be pretty cheap, but that's like, that'd take a lot of work that I'm really not willing to put in at the moment. Like right now, just finding things at like conventions and just stuff that you can still find at like a GameStop, like that's like kind of where I'm still at with that. Took 2 months to bring. Okay, that's actually not bad. I'm tired of waiting for you to find a it'd be nice if I could get it now. I'd like that too. These things take time, and it does take a lot of patience. I mean, the amount of time I've put into my copy of Sun for shiny hunting is insane. Like, you would think that when I say that I have 800 hours on the cartridge that I'd have, like a shiny living dex, but I don't. I'm maybe a third of the way there. Yeah, I got you, Eric, yeah. I saw his message, but I don't know Spanish well enough at all to understand anything. Like, last time I took Spanish was at least, like, 4 or 5 years ago. To have a living dex in every generation with your ID. Yeah, that's a goal that I'd like to have too at some point. Google Translate. Yeah, that's generally what I would use. I don't just no hands to do it right now. Oh, Gen 1? Yeah. Don't trust the GTS anymore. I've never actually used the GTS because I've always been like, I've always wanted to have like the Pokemon where it's like my ID is on them or like a friend's ID is on them and not just, yeah, I got this random Pokemon from some person online. Yeah, and I guess if you go with the GTS, you would, there's a chance for a lot of hacked ones. Yeah, 5 to 8 hours with glitches and 10 hours glitchless. See that? Yeah, the glitches are like really intense though. Yeah, you just release them from the GTS. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily release it, I just wouldn't count it towards, like, my decks. Like, it'd probably just sit in a PC in one of my cartridges somewhere. Oh, MWL, JBS said, go on, you'll find a shiny. Well, thanks! I'm gonna keep going until I get it, so... What's my sub goal? I don't really have one. It's just I like shiny hunting, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to stream it. And if people sub and like watching, that's awesome. Yeah, I've watched a lot of Gen 1 speedruns and stuff, and they're just insane because it's almost just like input memorization with the amount of like glitched menus and stuff. Like, it's really entertaining to watch. I just know that I'd mess something up every time I did it. It is kind of insane how broken those games actually were. You've done every single glitch in Gen 1? Nice. Watch glitchless to learn how to read the game's RNG. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I've watched part of like a Shenanigans glitchless run. I think he's the one who did it. It was kind of long, and I was going to bed, and it was just something to watch. But yeah, I've seen some like Gen 4 runs where people know exactly where to move to avoid Pokemon in the wild, and it's kind of amazing. 112 glitches. There's so many in those games. Just because I don't know if that was more like I think it was more of a Gen 2 thing with the cartridge space, but yeah, I guess back then it wasn't as big of a deal. They didn't know how popular the games were going to be and stuff, so they just made it work, and there may have been a lot of places where duct tape was slapped on and got peeled off. The only one you've beat without glitching or trading? Like, in terms of just Gen 1, or... Are you talking like the game, or like a living dex in it? Or just a complete Pokedex in it? Do I know about Emerald's broken RNG? Yeah, I do, Dr. Manowar. So, about every 50 encounters, I reset the game just to counteract that. Oh, throughout all of them, wow. You haven't beaten the champion? I used to be like when I originally played these games, I was like 8 and didn't really understand them at all and didn't care to read any of it. So I'd always get to like the Elite Four, and when I did it in like Fire Red, I just had a Zapdos because my friends showed me where to get that, and I was like, I have a legendary Pokemon, look at me. And I had like a level 70 Blastoise, and then like level 2 Rattatas and Weedles. And was wondering why I was getting crushed by like the ice types and everything. It was just... So I pretty much had a speedrunning. Yes, but I didn't know what speedrunning was, and I didn't know how I was supposed to do anything else except slam A on like the most powerful move I had and hope it worked. Why is your vote counting stupid? I don't know. I think YouTube and a lot of sites try to hide like the actual numbers on votes and stuff. like a little bit to kind of skew it. It may also just be a glitch. I know YouTube for a while had a weird thing where if you subscribed, it counted as 1, but if you unsubscribed, it counted as 2. And like channels went negative because of it. So it may just be something on YouTube's end if that's happening. Or someone's just like watching over your shoulders. Used to trap walking NPCs to corners. Like just stand there so they couldn't move anymore. When you were 6, yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of thing 6-year-old me would have done too. What's my channel all about? Right now it's just Pokemon streaming. If you're wondering about like the icons and the channel banner, that's just stuff that was there when I made the channel like 3 years ago. Oh, you might subscribe? That'd be awesome. For the most part, it's gonna be more shiny hunting. Potentially like a playthrough of some Pokemon games. Possibly Emerald if I get the Treecko. I might do a run with the shiny Treecko. And you forgot to bring revives to a trial. You know, okay, this is a little bit embarrassing in a way, but I only blacked out one time in my playthrough of Sun because I'm super grindy for like half the game, so my Pokemon are way over leveled, and it doesn't matter if I have revives and stuff until like I start getting to the Elite Four. And I breezed to the Elite Four, and then I was facing the champion and couldn't find revives. And I was like, I could have sworn I had them. I guess I can't use them in battle. That's weird. And I didn't realize they were on a different page of the menu. So I completely fainted or I completely got knocked out because all my Pokemon were fainted, and I didn't know where my revives were in the bag. Do playthrough of Silver? I'll have to get a Silver cartridge to do it, because I'd like to do it on a legit thing. I could find an emulator, though, and do it that way as well. Maybe. 20-second subscriber? Awesome. Sorry, Melissa. It's all good, Seth. It's all good, Lucario. So about 6 more encounters here, and then I'm gonna restart the game again, mess with the RNG a bit more. Do a badge quest, but live stream shiny hunting? Maybe. I'm definitely gonna live stream shiny hunting whenever I do it. And what I really want to do is get 3DS capture cards so I can live stream some of my SOS chaining I do in Gen 7, because that I just sit here and do all the time anyways. So it's a different type of Let's Play. Yeah, that'd be kind of. Yeah, instead of just doing like a normal playthrough or like here's how to do 100% of everything in the game type deal. It'd be kind of fun. I'll look into figuring out a unique spin I can put on something. Do Pokemon Black. To do that, I'd like to... Because that's a new enough game that I can play on a 3DS and I can find a cartridge of easily. I'd want to do that one on a cartridge, and to do that I'd need a capture card, so... It would be a while, but I'm hoping to be able to get a capture card by the end of the summer. I have not ever tried that. What is it? I have never heard of that. Nuzlocke on Heart Gold. Again, that's the same thing with the DS. Like, I'd be willing to do it, I just need a capture card for it. Do Pokemon Green Japanese game? Maybe. I'll probably be able to find a cartridge of that somewhere. Oh, okay, so it's another version of, like... so it's like it's the Pomade glitch thing. I've actually been looking into that to, like, try to get a Jirachi or something to Shiny Hunt. That'd be kind of fun. Alright, so 2 more encounters here, and then we'll, restart the game again and remix up RNG. You have a Jirachi? Nice, Eric. Alright, 1 more here, and then we're gonna start a new game again. See, Eric. Thanks for tuning into the stream as long as you did. And oh, you've lost interest? Oh, sorry to hear that. That's a really oddly specific glitch, but it's something I'd expect in Pokemon, to be honest. Well, if we're doing over-the-top hunt like a mythic... I hope to. In order to do one in this game, I'd have to know that I had a shiny frame at some point there, because I can't really reset the game and mix up everything with it that way. But like I said, if I get a 3DS capture card, I'll definitely do like Mirage Spots and Oris and stuff. Gen 4 Manaphy. That'd be cool. I don't have it. I've actually looked into. I did look those up and stuff, and the fact they require having the shiny Treecko in the first place. So step one is the stream before I do that stuff. Yeah, getting a Manaphy would be ridiculous just because the whole one per cartridge, not even just one per save of Ranger. Like it's almost impossible to get one now. Yeah, I'd probably look into like some kind of shiny frame calculator once I get this, just so like I know that my frame isn't like I don't only have a frame so early that like the animations to get the legendaries would pass it. So we've got about 30 more minutes in the stream tonight. Don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I should be on about the same time on Saturday, somewhere around, probably about 7 to 10 o'clock again. Hopefully that stream will be for some Kanto starter and Leaf Green, because we'll have gotten the shiny Treecko tonight. But if we don't get the Treecko tonight, we'll continue that one on Saturday. Yeah, that is something that I'm terrified of doing now. Because, you know, normally the way I shiny hunt is SOS chaining in Gen 7, which, like, there have been times that I've worried that I'd hit it, but, like, this I feel like I'm just going to be talking to chat, and I'm just going to set over. I know A-Drive did it with Cyndaquil one time, and that, at least with Emerald, it wouldn't be as bad, because then I know I have a shiny frame, and I can sit here and, like, if I can get my inputs to within a second, have like a 1 in 60 chance instead of a 1 in 8,000 chance. So any other game from Emerald, it would be horrible. It'd be my worst nightmare. But Emerald, it'd still be bad, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. No one's gotten Gen 4 Manaphy before? Yeah, I guess that one will be hard, because is the egg's value set before you get it? Like, you'd have to reset your profile every time? And even then you really couldn't, because you get one egg. So that really would just be a super lucky... Yeah. That'd be... like, you can't even really hunt that one. Okay, Ranger sets the value, yeah. $7 months. That's pretty dedicated right there. 15 eggs. Okay. Yeah, because I guess it's kind of hard to get those. Maybe you'll get super lucky and get like 14 shiny Manaphies. Never know. Cook them. A lot of work for an omelet right there. 7 months in the making. Welcome back, Shadow Lucaria. Oh, sorry guys. Ooh. Alright, so it doesn't look like we're gonna make it to 1,000 tonight, but we will make it. We will definitely pass 1,000 on Saturday when I stream again. Probably get to about 950. How so, Lucario? The only thing that Miltank like blindsided me with in Sun and Moon is I didn't know it had Scrappy. So I was going out with a Decidueye, just like, oh, I'll be able to, sit here and chain it with no problems, but then I was taking damage and didn't realize it. You're also looking for Treecko and Emerald, Diego? Well, good luck to you, because it's a pretty difficult hunt. With the 1 in 8,000 odds and the broken RNG of Emerald, it's probably, like, one of the most difficult games to, like, start a new save for shiny hunting in. Because, it's the only game where you actually have to take into account, like, your trainer ID to even potentially get a shiny. Ooh, you've been looking for about a year? That's... Have you been doing... Have you been resetting your save? So I feel like a year is kind of a long time, but I also have never like done full odds shiny hunting before. Yeah, the healing of health was what was killing me with the chaining Lucario. I don't know if you're chaining or if you're just fighting them, but yeah, either way, that's... When such a tanky Pokemon can recover like that, it kind of is awful. Alright, so it looks like we're definitely going to get to 950. Probably get about 5 or 6 more after that, too. Three more encounters here, and we'll start the new game, mix the RNG back up. This is looking like this trainer ID does not have a shiny frame at the beginning here. Alright, last one, and then we'll start a new game again. Alright, so 950 was not shiny, so now I'll go ahead and start a new game and probably get through about 5 to 10 encounters here. Oh, whoops. Didn't set the clock. Alright, so should be able to do about 3 or 4 encounters here. Alright, got 1 minute left in the stream tonight, so we'll try to get through 2 encounters here, I believe. Takes about 30 seconds apiece. About, so... $953 wasn't shiny, so let's see if 954 is, and then I'm gonna call it a night for the stream. So, thanks to all of you guys who tuned in and were talking in the chat and stuff. It's fun hanging out and talking to people while I do this, because I like shiny hunting anyway, so it's even better when I can do it with people to talk to, so... Thanks to everyone who was watching and chatting, and anyone who liked or subscribed. That means a lot to me, just seeing that people are here and interested in what I'm doing. So, looks like 954, unfortunately, wasn't a shiny. So we're going to keep hunting Treecko on Saturday. Probably about the same time, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, all of y'all take care.